Mr President, I rise in support of the Controlled Substances Pure Amounts Amendment Bill on behalf of the Greens. As both the Attorney-General and the Honourable Michelle Lensiek have stated, as a result of the recent Court of Appeal decision in the case of Kingston versus the Queen, it has been revealed that there is a loophole where pure forms of drugs are not set out in the regulations. We believe that the bill the government has introduced today remedies this, plugs that gap in the legislation and ensures that the legislation indeed better reflects the will of the community. I think it's fair to say that there was considerable shock in the community in response to that verdict and considerable concern about what that might mean. And so we welcome the government's decision to bring this legislation forward. I will put on the record that whilst the Greens support penalties for trafficking and the distribution of large quantities of some drugs and support closing this loophole, we do also believe that it's important when dealing with drugs that we have a discussion around harm minimisation and around reducing the stigma often associated with those who take illegal substances. The war on drugs does not work. We've seen around the world governments are moving towards legalising and regulating some drugs, such as cannabis, and we should be looking at drug taking from a health perspective, not a law and order perspective. My colleague, the Honourable Tammy Franks, MLC, has introduced a bill to legalise cannabis, and I do hope that this parliament considers it as a step forward in terms of dealing with drugs from a harm minimisation perspective rather than a criminal law response. There are a number of strategies that we can take to implement a health-based approach to drugs. Recently, I called on the Malinauskas government to make pill testing available in our state. In July, the ACT government opened the nation's first fixed-site pill and drug testing clinic, and next month I'll be travelling to the ACT to have a look at that site. This kind of testing facility is greatly needed here in South Australia. Pill testing services exist in 20 countries across Europe, the Americas and New Zealand. Pill testing is a harm reduction strategy that not only makes drugs safer, but it also provides transparency around what is in the market, an important measure to improve user knowledge and education, and indeed one that discourages people from using potentially harmful substances. In 2019, the National Drug Strategy Household Survey found that 57% of Australians supported pill testing, with only 27% being directly opposed. We should be looking to early intervention measures to ensure drug takers are informed and make safe decisions. The South Australian Network of Drug and Alcohol Services, in their 2022 position paper on drug law reform, states that seeking to address related harms through the criminalisation of people who use drugs is neither effective nor humane. And Sanders takes the position that there should be a strong criminal justice response to the manufacturing, supplying and trafficking of drugs outside of a regulated supply system, but that personal use should not be stigmatised or criminalised. Sanders has a number of recommendations for legislative reform that I do encourage members of this place, in particular the government, to consider as we move forward in addressing drugs as a health issue. That said, Mr President, we recognise, of course, that this bill is dealing with trafficking and selling of drugs, and in the Greens we do draw that distinction between the users of the end product and those who are seeking to traffic and sell drugs. On this basis, we are supportive of the bill. Thank you.
Call the Honourable Ms Benares.